investing at the young age of 20. Bought 2 houses my first year at 20. But I actually bought my first house before I started wholesaling. I know a lot of people get into real estate to wholesale and stuff like that. So it's just an easier way, barrier of entry to get in. But just picked up a property. Got the keys here, so we gonna head in, show you what's going on. I like to stay in West Philly, so if you got any West Philly properties, let me know. Head in. So once you get all this trash out, everything gonna open up. As you can see, we got some framing work done, but we'll probably come over top of them and redo everything. So, but they left us a bunch of trash, so it's all good. So we got our back. We got a small little area out back. Not too big, not too crazy. I think we'll leave that tree there. It's not messing with us though. But typically, when you're buying houses and you're looking at houses, I don't know if you can zoom in here. If you see a tree close to the house, you want to really be careful, because sometimes the roots, like, they grow out of control. They grow anywhere. You know what I mean? So I've been in instances where I've looked at houses, like I think we looked at a house in Germantown, Germantown section of Philly, and the tree was like on the side of the house. So imagine this being the side of the house, the tree is next door, but you can see the roots coming in the house.
Yeah, it was growing in the basement.
Trees don't got no picks, so tree won that round. So, we'll take you downstairs to the basement. Not much going on. Probably get the guys to paint the walls. The walls are already parged, so brand new parging down here. Typically when you come in basement, so like typically what you see is a bunch of trash. You got water, moisture. So we checked all that. Probably close up everything just to make sure there's no moisture down here. Somebody, I don't know if it's an auto mechanic or somebody left their toys down here. So right now I'm just checking to make sure the property is in the same condition.
And what would you do with the basement down here?
We're not going to finish this one. It'll probably actually be easy to finish this one though, because the walls are already parged. You'll probably have to get like some type of drainage system down here just to make sure if it is water. Now we'll leave this. We're going to do laundry upstairs, so we'll leave this alone down here.
Okay.
This particular deal, it was a closing day, and we got all the way up into closing time. But the owner put the property in an LLC that never existed. So, for example, ABC LLC, right? He just said, yeah, I own it in this thing. Like, he signed the contract for ABC LLC. There's no ABC LLC. Now, that's not the name, but he had a EIN number and everything. So, got delayed about a month. So, I haven't been here in about a month. We're supposed to close this about a month ago. So, no closing is normal. You never really get the title search. They don't owe anything on it and you close. It never happens like that. So if you have cash and the title report is back, because you always want to make sure you get a title report. If you have cash and the title report is back, you can close tomorrow. If you're waiting on some type of lending, making sure your steps are good, some type of lending, like I do, because I leverage my money. So instead of putting all my cash into one deal, what I'll do is I'll leverage that 10% down, 100% construction costs, and I'll buy like 3 at a time, 2 at a time. So just making sure.
You might as well go all the way up.
I might as well go all the way up.
Don't be scared.
I don't feel like getting all the way up, man. Nah. I think some fell too.
Where?
Some bricks.
So what are you expecting to make on a property like this?
This will probably rent out for about $1,200 a month. So I keep all my properties. I don't really flip anything, but if it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense for a flip, then I'll hold on to it and flip. But I like keeping all mine, because you're doing all the work anyway. So
what drives you, and your motivation and inspirations and things like that?
I would say leaving a legacy for my kids. You know what I mean? I wasn't born with a silver spoon. Like, I had to work for everything. I've been working since I was probably like 12 years old. Started my first, remember I had that lawn company? I used to cut grass. He used to make fun of me. He used to make fun of me because he was a fly guy. He the only child, but I mean, we still work for everything we got today. Yeah. Nobody really gave us nothing. We pretty much in the same position as far as, our mom raising us alone. You know what I'm saying? So we, in that position. So we dealing with the cards that was dealt. Like I said, Warren Buffett said, if you don't find something that make you money in your sleep, you're gonna work forever. So that's every time I buy a property, I just think about that. So in our last video, we got a guy that bought a house down the street, but this was like 2 years ago. You know, before I was really into the whole West Philly thing, but now I like to keep on my properties in West Philly. The owner down the street, the first block on his block, actually wants to sell their property to me, so it's cool because we might actually own two on the same block, but we'll see if we can make the numbers work. I pay attention to a bunch of investors, a bunch of business people, Jay-Z, the late great Nip. That's a motivation. I got something coming that tends to Nip too, but you'll see that in the next couple episodes. But Nip, Jay, Warren Buffett,
A lot of people.
just a bunch of people. It's a bunch of people. I don't want to even start naming because I'll leave somebody out, but it's a bunch of people. It's even people in the neighborhood that motivate me. You know, that I got a couple mentors and stuff, people that motivate me, my big brother. So there's a couple people. I would say it's like friendly competition. You know, it's like friendly competition. So, but it's all good though. Just staying the course, taking each day at a time. You know.
Don't rush nothing.
Don't rush the process. Don't rush the process. It's a marathon. They said it's a marathon. I love that. It's a marathon. But look, we about to get out of here, hit the closing, and we'll see you at the closing table. Table. It's official tissue, got the keys, got the deed. So from this point on, next week we'll be doing another episode to show you guys the demolition and a little bit of framing work on the property. And stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe.